In the silence between words, we often find the deepest truths. Let me share one such truth with you through this poem. Like this video and subscribe my YouTube channel. My love, this is hard for me to say, harder than any words I have ever spoken. I have held this weight in my heart for far too long, carrying the burden of unspoken truths, of emotions tangled in hesitation and fear. I look into your eyes, and I see the love we built, the memories we created, the dreams we once whispered to the stars. And yet, something inside me trembles, something inside me aches with the knowledge that I must say what my heart dreads. Love was never meant to be easy, but it was meant to be honest. And so, with trembling hands and a heart heavy with regret, I whisper the words that cut through the silence. My love, this is hard for me to say, but I must. Asterisk. I never thought I would reach this moment, where words feel like blades against my tongue, where every syllable carries the weight of 1,000 sleepless nights. My love, I have fought against this feeling, tried to silence the doubts, tried to convince myself that love alone could mend the cracks between us. But love is not only about holding on it's also about knowing when to let go. I never wanted to believe that we could reach a place where love felt more like a battlefield than a sanctuary, where our laughter felt like echoes of something distant, something fading. And yet, here we are, standing at the edge of something unknown, something neither of us want to name. My love, this is hard for me to say, because you are still my world, my home, my greatest love. But sometimes, even the strongest love is not enough to bridge the distance that has grown between us. I have watched you smile, but I have also seen the sadness behind your eyes, the silent sorrow that lingers in the spaces between our words. I have felt the coldness creeping into our nights, the hesitation in your touch, the moments where we feel more like strangers than soulmates. And I know you feel it too. I know you sense the shift, the change, the unspoken fears that neither of us want to face. But my love, this is hard for me to say, because I still love you. I wish I could turn back time, rewrite our love story with softer hands, with kinder words, with the patience we sometimes lacked. I wish I could take back every moment that made you feel alone, every second where I failed to remind you how much you mean to me. But time is relentless, unyielding, and it does not grant us the mercy of undoing our mistakes. My love, this is hard for me to say because I never wanted to hurt you, never wanted to be the reason for the tears that threatened to fall from your eyes. But honesty is love too, even when it hurts, even when it shatters us into pieces. I remember the way we used to be, the way our hands fit so perfectly, the way our laughter filled the room like a melody only we could understand. I remember the nights we stayed awake dreaming of forever, believing that nothing could ever break us. And maybe that is why this is so hard for me to say, because I never imagined a world where we would stand on opposite sides of a love that once felt unbreakable. My love, I have tried to be strong, tried to silence the voice inside me that whispers of endings. But the truth is, love is not supposed to feel like this. Love is not supposed to feel like a question, like a weight, like something we must fight to hold on to when our hearts are already slipping away. My love, this is hard for me to say, because you deserve the world, and I am afraid that I have failed to give it to you. You deserve a love that feels effortless, that fills your soul with warmth instead of leaving you wondering if you are enough. And you are enough, you have always been enough. It is not you, my love. It is not your heart, your kindness, your devotion. It is the way we have lost ourselves in the process of trying to save something that no longer feels like it belongs to us. And that is the hardest truth of all. I want to hold on to you, to pretend that love alone will fix what is breaking, to believe that if I just love you harder, everything will fall back into place. But love is not about pretending. Love is about knowing when to fight and when to surrender, when to hold on and when to let go. My love, this is hard for me to say because I never wanted to be the one to let go. I never wanted to be the one to look into your eyes and say that love alone is not enough. But the truth is, we deserve more. We deserve a love that does not feel like a battle, a love that does not leave us questioning ourselves. I wish I could promise that things will be different, that we will wake up tomorrow and the distance between us will vanish, that our love will return to what it once was. But promises without action are just empty words. And we have already filled too many nights with silent hopes and whispered reassurances that never truly changed anything. My love, this is hard for me to say because I do not want to imagine a life without you. I do not want to wake up to a world where your laughter is just a memory, where your touch is something I can only dream about. But love is not about wanting it, it's about knowing what is right, even when it breaks us. So here I stand, my love, with a heart that is breaking, with hands that ache to hold you forever. And yet, I know that love cannot be forced, cannot be held together by mere longing. I know that sometimes love means setting someone free, even when it is the hardest thing we will ever do. And so, with every ounce of love I still hold for you, I say this, not because I want to, but because I must. My love, this is hard for me to say, but maybe, just maybe, this is not where our love is meant to stay. I will always love you, always cherish the moments we shared, always carry you with me in the quiet corners of my heart. You have been my greatest love, my deepest pain, my most beautiful lesson. And though this is hard for me to say, though every word feels like a goodbye I never wanted to give, I know that love is not about holding on to something that no longer brings us peace. My love, this is hard for me to say, but sometimes the bravest thing we can do is let go. I have carried this weight in my heart, letting it grow heavier with every passing day. I never wanted to reach this moment, never wanted to feel the ache of uncertainty pressing against my chest, but here we are. I have loved you with everything I have, with every beat of my heart, with every breath I take. But sometimes, love is not enough to erase the distance that forms between two souls. And now, as I stand here, trying to find the right words, I realize that no words could ever fully capture the depth of what I feel. This is hard for me to say, but I must. I have spent countless nights replaying our memories, tracing the moments when love felt effortless, when your touch was my greatest comfort. I have held onto the echoes of your laughter, the warmth of your embrace, the way your eyes would light up when you looked at me. But somewhere along the way, the laughter grew softer, the warmth felt distant, and the light in your eyes dimmed. I ignored the signs, convinced that love alone could mend what was breaking. But love is not just about holding on it. It's about understanding when holding on is causing more pain than letting go. And that is the hardest truth of all. My love, this is hard for me to say, because I never wanted to be the one to bring pain into your heart. I never wanted to be the reason for the tears that now threaten to fall from your beautiful eyes. But I know you feel it too, the shift, the change, the silence between us that grows heavier with every unspoken word. We have tried to ignore it, tried to pretend that everything is as it once was, but love cannot survive on memories alone. Love needs presence, connection, understanding, and somewhere along the way we lost that. I wish I could go back to the beginning, back to the days when every moment with you felt like magic, when every conversation felt like poetry. I wish I could rewrite our story, remove the pain, the misunderstandings, the distance. But time is relentless, and it does not allow us to undo our mistakes. And so, I am left here, facing a truth I never wanted to face, speaking words I never wanted to say. My love, this is hard for me to say, but I do not know if we can find our way back to each other. I have loved you more than I ever thought possible, and that love will never fade. But love should not be something we have to fight for every single day, something that feels like a battle, rather than a blessing. Love should be easy, natural, a place of peace in a chaotic world. And yet, here we are, standing in the ruins of what we built, trying to salvage something that no longer feels whole. I never wanted to believe that love could reach a breaking point, but now, I see that even the strongest love can crumble if it is not nurtured. My love, this is hard for me to say, because I still see the beauty in you, in us, in the love we shared. I still remember the way you made me feel, the way you filled my world with light. But I also see the sadness in your eyes, the exhaustion in your heart, the weight of all the things we never said. I see the way we drift apart, despite our best efforts to hold on. And I cannot bear to see you suffer, to see you question whether you are enough. You are enough, my love. You have always been enough. But sometimes love is not about being enough, it is about being right for each other. I want to promise you that things will change, that we will find a way to mend what is broken. But I cannot make promises that my heart is